Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty intriguing news going on, and kind of also the drop talk right after the PlayStation 5 drop that happened earlier on today from Target, where we actually finally did go and break the streak. Something finally went and happened. Although, kind of what we were saying before on previous videos, the chances were small, the stock was even smaller, and I think our hopes and dreams even a little bit more smaller. We have a lot of kind of weird things to go and talk about. We had a lot of issues, a lot of drama, a lot of just kind of overall kind of blah going on. And once again, we're all just kind of sitting here patiently waiting for just at some point another proper good drop that has more stock that's at least somewhat more suitable for humans and not ants. Because this is actually all around probably the world's worst and smallest drops we've actually had a chance to go and see. So I'm going to go talk about this, talk about the issues, talk about everything else as well. And if you guys were lucky enough to get your console, leave your comments and thoughts down below. And ideally, if you had any more information, more news, all stuff all throughout the day, we'll 100% keep you guys in the loop for it. So we have a lot of stuff to go talk about. Let's go and talk about it. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 digital console controller, Samsung Pro SSDs down below, and with the also phones too as well. Just came on out. So check on those links if you guys would like to. Twitter and Twitch stream as well, and sign up for that Weeble, sign up for that Coinbase, all linked down below. And let's go and basically just talk about our despair and sadness, because this was kind of a weird, kind of bad day. So, in case you guys actually missed it a little bit earlier on today, we did go cover it. We talked about it last night. We talked about like the past few days, and even on the daily videos, it's like, if you really want to check, you guys can be awake for it if you guys want, although it wasn't looking big. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, everything about this Target drop earlier on, we'll talk about some other little things throughout the video too, was kind of bad. Was kind of rough. And it's kind of almost kind of the more kind of big topic, I think, for this one, besides just talk about how bad the drop was, is it kind of goes hand in hand that I'm a little bit scared for the future of the PlayStation 5 restock. So, in case you guys are curious, I was telling you guys, we were seeing stock numbers of like two. I literally wish I was joking. Some Target stores literally had like two stock. And of course, some stores had slightly higher. I think I was telling you guys we had like 7 and 9 like range, give or take ish. So like we're seeing around like the under 10 range. Like very small. And this is per store. So you could have like an entire like thing for your own local Target store, local area. And your store literally had two consoles. One console. You could probably go get what I'm kind of going and like alluding towards, because that was really not good. And I was even telling all you guys, I kept on thinking like, there is a chance, like, if you want to be awake for it, especially for West Coast, it's hard. I don't think in my mind I could ever go and guarantee someone on the West Coast to go and try to wake up, to go compete with other people, and more so compete against bots when there's literally two consoles at your local store. Now, once again, like I said, some stores that have slightly higher, some had 4, some had like 7, some had, maybe even 10 if you're in a high population area. But a lot of these stores and locations, from employees, from leaks, from pretty much everything else, have all basically went and seen that the store was very low. The stock was very low. And that's like why I said, it's like, if you really want to try, you can. And I was even saying in almost all these videos, in the day-to-day videos, maybe wait for a nice Best Buy or Amazon or Walmart, etc. There's probably a little bit more of a better drop. And this is kind of what makes me a little bit on the scared side, because we had a lot of really good weeks of drops. We had a lot of we had like 3 weeks back to back. We also just got off the holiday rush too. And ever since the holiday rush, we had like maybe a little bit of like early January. We've had a very dry past 2 weeks. And it does make me a little bit scared for the future, because we already know, and we've even had on records basically stating that Sony does not want to, like, they just can't. They literally had to cut their, I think, productions by like 3 million consoles. You guys may not think like, oh, it's not the biggest deal. They're still making a few million. Well, don't forget, they also have to worry about the entire literal world. Like, literally. So you have like the China, the Japan, the Korea, the UK, the Canada, Mexico, and especially America, where a lot of you guys are probably at. And that kind of makes me really worried. Because I want to keep on, like, not every store had two, but I'm going to keep on referencing the two. A full-on, proper Target store had two consoles total for your entire shopping area. Two. Like I said, there's a few more I had like 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. But the stock was so low, the stock was so abysmally low, this kind of makes me worried for, I think, future restocks. Because I want you guys to get your consoles. I want you guys to really go get your normal stuff. And the fact of the matter is, I had loads of comments. I had tweets, I had Discord messages, I had everything of folks basically saying the second the drop went live, which we were like middle expecting. I was expecting probably more next week. We knew the stock was there though. I guess just there wasn't gonna be more stock, and that's like, I think you guys can probably understand. You have two stock, and you're like, well, there's probably gonna be more. Like, hopefully there's gonna be more. You can't have an entire drop on two consoles, but they end up doing it, which is weird. But I had a lot of folks go and message me. We had tweets, we had messages, everything. My store was instantly sold out. The second I checked online, the second I saw whatever, the second I saw like things were fresh, I was watching it, I was creeping on it, and it was just instantly gone. Like, literally instantly. Because don't forget, we also do still have bots. Like bots are still an issue. They're not as big of an issue, for the holidays because they're not making as much money. But there are still bots running 24/7, especially when a drop is coming soon. Like there is literally bots that are running even right now that we speak that are not even watching, like, caring about anything. They don't even care. There's probably gonna be a drop in the next 10 minutes, hopefully. But like they don't even care. They're trying their best to go get whatever they can. And so you also have to compete with that. So you can maybe have like one botter buying all your stock for 250 miles, and they're all competing for two consoles. And I can definitely bet you guys for some areas there's more than one botter in one area, especially if in like big city area and stuff like that. That's how the world works nowadays. The fact that we're seeing all these stores, they were instantly sold out, basically no stock available. Stock arrivals were so nil and lil. We saw a little bit like on the weekend though, as I mentioned. I made that video on that, and it's just weird because this makes me scared because we know these consoles are hard to get, and we think they kind of got like over a huge like hump where it kind of seemed like the holidays and everyone's kind of going crazy and everyone's trying to get their consoles, and now things kind of calm down a little bit. They kind of chill, a little bit. They kind of vibe a little bit, but it's still scary because once again, I'm going to keep on reiterating: a store had two consoles, two. Like I I am almost making my own Target store because I literally have one console right here and I have another one I'm giving away. Like I literally could. I have more consoles than an entire Target store did. And that's the crazy part to me. Like that is the truly crazy part. So this kind of makes me like, you can give your thoughts and comments down below if you guys had a chance to get your console today, or you got lucky, or if your store's out of stock or whatever. Because this is good and kind of grueling. Because I want you guys to get your stuff. I want you guys to get your consoles. I want you guys to get the hookup. I want you guys to play your games. And especially with Horizon like literally right around the corner, this makes me even more scared. Because you would think right now Sony wants to be like they'd pay extra money to make sure these AAA games like this and the God of Wars or Forspoken's or Elden Rings or whatever it is, so they can go and make sure people are buying it on their platform. And then guess what? They make the extra 20 bucks and sell an Elden Ring or Horizon. Then at the end of the day, guess what? That extra 20 bucks they just spend for a little extra semiconductors for 10 more consoles, it already paid for itself. That's just an investment in the business. And I mean, it's kind of hard. It's always hard to procure. It's hard to work with these businesses. It's hard to get like kind of put yourself above, say, like an Apple or a Samsung for sure. But it does kind of stink because it just seems like this shortage is kind of getting kind of bad. And especially like maybe it's just an unlucky drop. Maybe it's just like a mid drop, or maybe it's even like a lot of just like extra orders mixed with canceled orders. So we didn't know that some of these stock was sitting in these stores for a while. Like some of the stores I think were sitting on stock for like 3 weeks. So like it's kind of weird for me to even go and see this because like a lot of people had issues too. And all the folks that even didn't have like proper issues of it just instantly being out of stock, it was just instantly out of basically canceled. We always had this issue with Target, so it's not like the biggest news ever to go cover. But we had a lot of these consoles that basically were just instantly canceled. You had a chance to get on through, you had a chance to check the website, you had a chance to go through everything out here too as well. And then guess what? Those orders, as they were excited, they're happy they got their consoles. What is PS5 Digital Disc? And like I said, I think some PS5 digitals had one, let alone a lot of the stores that had zero. Some of them had literally one. I almost feel like that's almost insulting to me, in all honesty. It's almost like, why even bother? Like, just wait an extra week, wait an extra 2 weeks, and just have like an even bigger drop. Then ideally, you have less bots, you have less scalpers, you have more normal folks, and it kind of equals out the supply. If you're just kind of like drip feeding one console for an entire Target restock, it doesn't really do that much. And that's why I'm like a little bit afraid, because I do kind of hope that like say a Walmart or Best Buy or even Amazon can kind of come in a little bit more clutch, because like this was just kind of like just a very almost insulting drop where just basically nothing happened. Like it just wasn't a good restock. It just wasn't good times. It wasn't a good like flow. It just wasn't good. So like I said, if you guys got a console, I would actually almost consider yourself lucky if you got one because the stock was just so small. But if you guys had canceled orders or had other issues, don't worry about it. Like I said, we had a lot of people complain about canceled orders. A lot of people complain about instantly being out of stock. And a lot of people kind of just complaining in general. And rightfully so. I really think rightfully so because it just wasn't a good restock itself. And especially like, I mean, I like drops. You give me any console at all, the close we get to like me where I can go and take a day off and chill, not have to worry about restocks or watching Twitter or watching whatever. I'm okay with that. But the one big struggle still is that this was like a bad drop. One console, three consoles, that is nothing. This is over a year into it, where you would think that it would not instantly be selling out. You would think compared to like the PS3, PS2, PS1, PS4, it wouldn't be instantly just getting botted and instantly being sold out. And that's why I'm like worried. I'm worried about the stock. I'm worried about the restocks. I'm worried about everything because this is just bad. And now whatever happens once again, what if botters restart up their software? What if they start buying out stock again? And what if the third-party prices go back up, which they have already? So it's a little bit on the scarier side. I just want you guys to get your consoles so you guys don't have to worry about watching videos and updates and watching tweets and watching like, just weird stuff, refreshing web pages, because I just want you guys to be able to play your games. But the fact that we're kind of seeing drops like this that just have no stock and they're just kind of almost a waste of time to even try makes me sad. So of course there was a few folks that did go get their consoles, so congrats to you guys. But man, after all this time, it does make me worried. So I'm gonna hope that throughout the rest of like this week or next week, we'll have a lot more bigger restocks when it comes to Best Buy, when it comes to GameStop, when it comes to like Walmart or whatever. But hopefully Sony can come in clutch Because right now, this was not clutch. So gonna give me your thoughts and comments down below if you guys are awake for it or not. Give me your comments just in general. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble. The pause window has a bunch of free stock, free money. Same with that Samsung too as well. Link down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for being here. And I'll see you guys up on the next one. Love you guys.